So the problems on beams. Problems on beams we'll be discussing here. First problem. Let us consider a beam, a simply supported beam. Simply supported beam subjected to a load W, load W, and these are the horizontal component at each end of this beam. Now, beam problems basically involve calculation of reaction forces which are involved in virtual work. So these are the forces which are active forces. So active forces are R A Y R B Y W. There are three forces which are active forces, and RAH is reactive force producing no work. Although RAY and RBY are also reactive force, but they are producing virtual work. They are responsible for virtual work. So we will be counting it in active forces. We will be considering it as active forces. Here W is external load. So by the application of virtual work approach, we will be calculating these two forces. If we consider RAH also in this domain, in active force domain, then also we can apply virtual work, but we can easily identify this is a reactive force which is producing no work. So no need to calculate, no need to include it in virtual work approach. So we'll be including only these two forces. Now active forces are RAY, RBY. These two unknowns have to be calculated. So one method we already know that by the application of equilibrium equation we can calculate these two forces. The other approach is virtual work. Here it is a simple example. So it's easy to calculate equilibrium. It is easy to calculate these reaction forces using equilibrium equations or virtual work. But virtual work will be more suitable for complex problems, which will be covering in later part of our discussion. So first let us focus here. Now the first step is, as we have discussed in the procedure, first step is identify the active forces. We have identified the forces. Then we have to locate the point of application of this force. Now for location of point of application of this force, if we, this is point of application of this and this. Now if we have located point of application of this force as at B, and if we are intending to calculate RBY first, then what we can do is we should displace the body B. We should displace the point B this by delta P. This is the length. This is length of the beam. So first step is we should displace the body, displace the point of application. This is the point of application located as B. Now this point of application is displaced by delta B under the application of reaction force dy. This displacement delta B is virtual displacement. We are assuming the displacement, virtual displacement, in the direction of RBY. Now, if one thing we have to keep in mind that if we are calculating reaction at B, then we'll have to displace the point B. If we have to calculate the reaction at A, then we'll have to displace the point A. Here we are displacing point B under the application of A. Then the other point, the other point of application should not be displaced. This we have to keep in mind, that when we are displacing this point, the other should be kept constant. The other support should be only hinged. Okay. So the displaced position of the rod will be like this. Now since this is L, this is also L. So this is actually a radial displacement. But we'll be considering straight line because this delta theta is very small. This is delta theta. This delta theta is very small, or this delta B is very small. Now the point of application of W as an external load. This is the point of application of W. Now if we are moving this point upside, then this point will move upside by delta C, and load is W. This is stationary. The point at support is stationary, the other point is moved. Here tan delta theta equal to delta C by A or delta B by L. Now since theta is very small, so we can say that theta equals to delta C by A equals to delta B by L. So this is original position, this is displaced position. Now we have obtained the relation between original and displaced position. Original and displaced position we have obtained. Now we can easily apply virtual work, that is RAY multiplied by displacement 0 plus, now work done by this force will be negative. Work done by this force will be negative because force is in this direction but displacement is taking place in upward. Force W in negative direction, downward direction. So when force and displacement are having opposite sign, it is the negative work done. Delta C. Force and displacement are in same direction, so it is positive work done. So now we can say that R B Y delta B equals to W delta C. R B Y equals to W upon delta B delta C. Now from this equation, delta C by delta B equals to A by L. Delta C by delta B equals to A by L. So we have RBY equals to WA by L. RB, Y we have calculated. One reaction we have calculated. Now the other reaction will be calculated. That is RAY. RAY will be calculated. RAY will be calculated as, now if RAY is to be calculated, then this should be kept stationary. The beam should be like this. The beam should be like this. RAY delta AY under the application of W, this is delta C, this is delta B. Now this is L A B as we have done earlier. Now RAY will be calculated when position A will be displaced and other support is kept constant. Now this is actually kinematically admissible displacement. Now applying virtual work concept, it means RAY delta AY minus WL W into W into delta C plus delta B RB5 equals to 0. So RAY equals to W delta C upon delta AY. This is equals to WD by L, as we have delta theta, tan delta theta equals to delta AY by L equals to delta C by B, or delta theta equals to del A y by L equals to del C by D. So we have calculated reactions RAY and RBY. This is very simple problem for calculation of reaction on simply supported beam. Unknown reactions on simply supported beam. The other problem. Now let us solve another example for beam reaction. The question says two beams AC and CD, AC and CD of length 9 and 10 meter, 9 meter and 10 meter respectively, are hinged at C. These are supported on rollers at the left and right ends. These beams are actually supported at on rollers at left and right ends, that is A and B. A hinged support is provided at B. A hinged support is provided at position B, which is 7 meter from A. So using the principle of virtual work, using the principle of virtual work, determine the reaction at support B. At support B. And support A. When a load of 700 Newton is acting at is acting at 6 meters from B. So there are two parts. It means support at B, support at A. So reactions at these points are to be calculated. Support at B, support at A. Now support at B, reaction at support at B will be covering now, but support at A, reaction at support at A is to be calculated by you. It means this is home assignment. This is to be done by the students. I'll be solving for support at B. Okay, now let us draw the diagram. The diagram is like this. That is roller support, Here a point C is located, and this is 700 Newton. This is 7 meter. This is 2 meter. This is 4 meter. This is 10 meter. Or this is 10 meter. So ED is 10 minus 4, that is 6 meter. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have R, A, H, R, A, Y. Since this is the roller supports, we will be having only R, A, Y. R, B, H, R, B, Y. So R, B, Y. R, D, Y. We have 4 reactions and one is external force, that is 700 Newton. So we have 4 reactions and one is external force. So support at B, this and this. That means RAY, RBH, RBY. These are to be calculated. Okay. Now let us redraw this diagram once again. A, B, A, B, C, D, D E. Now this is the beam. At C there is a hinge support. Here it is a roller support. Now this is to be calculated. It means RAH, RBH and RBY. Now under the application of forces, this force RAH can be ignored as it will be 0 because of no horizontal component of forces. So RBY will be required to be calculated. So RBY is to be kept in mind. Now it will be to calculate RBY, then other support should be kept constant, should not be moved, but this should be moved. It means the beam should be displaced in such a way such that beam should be displaced. It means like this. So this is B, this is A, this is C, this is E, so this will be the displaced position of the beam. Now it seems it is one thing we have to keep in mind, that this is delta theta 1 and this is delta theta 2. Delta theta 1 and delta theta 2 are not equal because C is not at midpoint. Okay, because this is 9 and this is 10 meter. So delta theta 1 and delta theta 2 are unequal. Now this is delta B, this is delta E, this is delta C. So as in our earlier example, as I told that when a reaction force is to be calculated, then that point of application will be displaced, keeping other point of application of other forces remain same. So this is same, while this is moved. So tan delta theta 1 equals to delta B by AB, and AB was 7 mm. Tan delta theta by 7 mm equals to delta C by 9. Delta C by 9. Tan delta theta 2 equals to delta C by 10 equal to delta E by 6, because CE was 4, so ED will be 6. Okay, or delta theta 1 equals to del B by 7 equals to del C by 9, del theta 2 equals to del C by 10 6. Now we'll have to apply principle of virtual work. Principle of virtual work means total work done by these reaction forces plus external forces should be 0. These are virtual displacement. So virtual work by these reaction forces and external work should be 0. It means virtual work will be equal to RA. We already know this is RA 0. RA into del A plus RA by del A plus R B by del B plus here R D by del D minus 700 to del E equals to 0. Why minus 700? Because see, this force 700 is downward but displacement is upward. Okay, so this is 0, this is 0, so we have RD by del D equal to 700 del E. 700 del E. R B by equals to 700 del E by del B. What is del E by del B? Del E by del B equal to 700 del E by del B. Let us calculate del E by del B from this. Del B equals to del C 7 by 9 and here del E equals to 6 by 10 del C. So if we divide del E by del B from these two equations, we get del E by del D equals to 6 by 10 del C divided by 7 by 9 del C, which is equals to 6 by 10 into 9 by 7 equals to 3, 5 into 9 by 7. So we have 3 by 5 into 9 by 7. Which is equals to 540 540 Newton. Check if there is any mistake in calculation. We can check. Okay, this is the procedure. So we have calculated RBY. Now for support reaction at A, this is the support reaction at B. Support reaction at B was RBY, RBH was 0. The support reaction at A, if it is to be calculated, then what will be the kinematically admissible displacement diagram for this beam? What can be the possible diagram? Now, if A is to be calculated, it means point A of the beam should be displaced. Then only the reaction at A will be calculated, will be possible to calculate it. It means if A is displaced, then you can see that this is the beam. If A is displaced, this is B, this is C, this is E, this is D. Now if A is displaced, then beam will be like this. Beam will be like this. See whether the diagram is admissible or not. So now this point will be lowered and this will be constant because there are 3 support. B will be constant. There should not be any displacement. There should not be any displacement. If this is displaced, then others should behave as a hinge. This is assumption. This is assumption only. In virtual work, we will have to assume that one point is displaced, then other points should remain hinged at the supports only. This is the support. So see this B point is not moving, this B point is not moving. So this will be the RAY. Now for this geometry, calculate RAY. RAY, home assignment. So the detail about how this home assignment and answers is to be submitted will be communicated in your Google group. Please go through the Google group, how this is to be calculated or how this assignment answer should be submitted. That details is available in your Google group. Please go through your Google group and by tomorrow, by today is 26, by 28th April, solution is to be submitted in Google group. In Google group for J1 and J2 group. Solution should be and written and scanned copy should be sent in the group. Thank you. Let us take one more example of problems. Problem of links multi-member and problem determine the value of W, determine the value of weight W required to maintain the mechanism, required to maintain the mechanism in the equilibrium, position as shown. So the diagram is like this. Here P equals to 15 Newton and W is to be calculated. Two meter, 3 meter, and this is A, this is B, this is C, D, E, F. Okay. Now the question is asking to calculate this weight W such that this is the equilibrium condition. It means this is the equilibrium condition, and what will be the amount of W which is required to keep this system of multi-member system in equilibrium condition under the application of load P. It means this P is trying to put this position, trying to raise this position F. So if F has a tendency to move up, then D will be having the tendency to move down, and C will be having tendency to move down, and hence A will be having tendency to move up. It has tendency to move up. A has tendency to move up. So that tendency will be it means, or we can say that movement of A will be restricted by providing a weight W, by hanging a weight W at this location such that A is not displaced. So what will be the amount of W that is required to keep this position A at the same position? It should not be displaced. Okay. So to calculate this weight W, we'll have to assume that it is displaced, that is virtual work. It means we'll have to provide a virtual displacement upside, here upside. A new position of the link will be drawn, and by applying principle of virtual work, we can calculate easily this W. Okay, so this will be the exercise. Now let us start drawing the deformed This is original condition, or initial condition. A deformed condition will be different. So deformed condition, if it is to be drawn, we can say that this will be the deformed. This will be the deformed field. This is delta A. This is delta F. This is delta B. This is delta C. So we have displacement of these points as this. Now this is load P, and this is RB. This is W. So we have how many forces? We have this force, and this force. We have 3 active forces. So applying virtual work concept, delta virtual work will be equal to W and A as in opposite direction, so we'll be having W into delta A negative RB plus RB 0 plus P into delta F equal to 0. Now this is the equation. Now if we calculate delta A and delta F, we can calculate W. So delta A, let us calculate delta A. Delta A can be calculated. This is 3 meters. So delta A can be calculated. Okay, let us start calculating like this. Delta D by 2, okay, tan theta, this is theta, this is theta. So delta D by 2 equals to delta F by 3 equation. delta theta 1, delta theta 1, delta theta 2. Now delta ya, this is delta ya, delta theta 2 equal to delta a by 3, delta a by 3 equals to delta c by 3, delta c by 3. And one more thing, delta c equals to delta d, because this amount and this amount will be equal, because there is no change in length of this number. So delta d and delta c will be same. So we have this equation also. Now we can calculate delta virtual work by applying all these equations simultaneously. Delta A will be equal to 2 by 3 delta F. 2 by 3 delta F. Substituting this value in this equation, will get delta dW equals to minus W 2 by 3 delta F plus P delta F equals to 0. This is 0. So delta W equals to delta W will be equals to 50. So we will be having W equals to 50 into 3 upon 2, that is 75 Newton. Okay, this is a multi-member multi-member problem. Now one more problem based on links. This problem is to be solved by your own and it should be submitted as an assignment. So it is a home assignment, a practice assignment. In case if you have any problem in solving, then I'll discuss it later. But moreover, I'll be discussing how to solve this problem. I'll provide a hint. A similar problem, solution of similar problem is already there in the uploaded notes. So this is a link or mechanism which is subjected to load P at location B at location B. Now determine the vertical reaction at support C. So vertical reaction at support C is to be calculated. Now this is hinged, this is hinged, this is also hinged. This is these two supports. You can see that under the application of load, if you observe, if any of the degree of freedom is released from these supports A or C, since C is our focus, so if any of the constraint is released, then it has tendency to move this side or this side under the application of load. But it is not moving because point C is constrained. If any of the constraint is released, then it will move either in this direction or this direction. But the question is asking vertical reaction at support C. Vertical reaction at support C. It means this direction. So vertical reaction, it means if we remove this constraint, remove this constraint, then it will have a tendency to move downwards. If there is no vertical reaction, the point C will move downward. If point C will move downward, then P will move downward. P will move downward, and it has tendency to be like this. It has tendency to deform like this. But it is not moving. It is not moving because of reaction force at support C. That reaction force is to be calculated by you. As a hint, I have given this how to proceed this equation, how to proceed this problem. To proceed this problem, you can release this constraint and provide a virtual displacement either downward or upward. It is up to you. If it is upward, then what will be the displaced form? This is original geometry, and displaced geometry will be like this. Displaced geometry will be like this. Okay, so this will be the displaced geometry, and this displacement will be the virtual displacement, and accordingly principle of virtual work will be applied and reaction force will be calculated. So this is homework, and this solution to this problem can be submitted in the Google group, which is already communicated to you all. Thank you.